Welcome. I have seen protesters group, one of the protesters group. Yesterday, they were holding the placards and actually protesting on the roads. On the placards, it says that religion doesn't change if religion changes, caste doesn't change. That is the placard. Caste won't change if religion changes. I don't know, with those placards, they are actually protesting. Fundamentally, I got doubt first of all, who said caste changes if religion changes? Did government say that? No. Did courts say that? No. Did the constitutional president order say that? No. Did Article 341 say that? No. Did President of India say that? No. If nobody said that, then from where this argument came that caste doesn't change if religion changes? Why these people are holding the placards? Because the private organizations, other than the constitution, private organizations like some Hindutva groups, religious groups, anti-reservation groups, they were arguing that Christianity doesn't have caste. So, because they don't have caste in their religious system, so they're not supposed to get the reservations. That is the private argument, not the constitutional argument. Because of the private argument, these people also holding the placards that caste won't change if religion changes, and this is somewhat like a group, what I understood. So, but exactly, did really Constitution of India say that caste changes if religion changes? No, they never said that. But they removed reservations to Christians, not because you are not Dalit, not because you don't have caste, it is because you are not Hindu. Simple, they removed reservations, not because you lost the caste. That is not the base to removing the reservation. They removed the reservations because you are not Hindu. So let's go inside and see what was actually the constitutional and then what were the private argument. Both we'll see in this video. If you look at the constitutional point of view, first of all, 1950 Presidential Order Para 3, it says that other than Hindu, nobody will be listed under scheduled caste. Other than Hindu, no other person will be listed under the scheduled caste. What does it mean? Is that mean that other than Hindu, other people will lose the caste? Is that what 1950 Presidential Order said? No, right? They are not giving you certificate that other than Hindus, other religions, they don't have caste. That is not the argument. They said this 1950 Scheduled Caste Order Para 3 said you will be listed under scheduled caste only if you are Hindu. So here the base is Hinduism, not the caste. Okay, so you will be considered scheduled castes if you practice Hinduism. Of course, later they extended to Sikhs and Buddhists. So let us talk later. First, let's talk about one initial order Hindu. So only Hindus will be listed under the scheduled caste. So that is the argument. The religion is the base, not the caste. Then you get a doubt, then why should they list only Hindus there? Why should they list only Hindus there? Because President was convinced, President of India, he was convinced by different groups, different people that you have to keep this order. Only Hindus should be listed under scheduled caste list, not the other religious people. So they were convinced. They convinced the President of India. Why President of India did? Because he was given power to do that, empowered to do whatever he thinks it is right under the Article 341. So this is the sequence. Article 341 empowered President to make a decision, and the President made a decision that only Hindus will be listed under scheduled caste. So where is the caste matter here? Where is that if you change the religion, your caste will change? Nobody told you, right? Neither President said, nor Article 341 said, nor President Order 1950 said that you lose the caste if you change the religion. Okay. So now you might be thinking that why that 1950 Scheduled Caste Order, President did it. So President was influenced by some Hindutva influencers, then Hindu Mahasabha influencers, they influenced him. Why they influenced him? because first fundamentally they don't want conversions to take place in India, so they want to stop the conversions. That's a major project of keeping that 1950 schedule caste order para 3, and behind they used a logic of 1936 presidential order. 1936 scheduled caste order by Britishers, they showed that as the reason and as a argument to keep this, but initially the project is to stop the conversions. Okay, so why they used 1936 caste schedule caste order? The 1936 schedule caste, why they kept in that they written that Indian Christians are not deemed to be the scheduled caste. They written in 1936. Britishers wrote 1936 scheduled caste order. Indian Christians are not deemed to be the Christians. And they also, the same scheduled caste order they wrote, Buddhists are also not scheduled caste. They only wrote that tribal religious practice are also not scheduled caste. So the Bengali Buddhists, tribal religions, Indian Christians, these three are not scheduled caste according to Britishers 1936 scheduled caste order. Why they kept that? Because that time, that was purpose of that particular scheduled caste order is not for reservations, not for anything. That is only for 1936 scheduled caste order is only for election purpose. They want to conduct elections by giving representations to different groups, like Christians separately vote their Christian representative, Hindu, of course it is a general, and Buddhists they elect separate. And during that time, the scheduled castes were considered before 1932. There was an argument, they were given separate electorates to scheduled castes because they have separate electorates, and within the geography they conducted this electorate system within the geography in certain areas during 1936 order that time. What does it mean? Dalits will vote Dalit representative, Christian will vote Christian representative. Dalits are part of Christians and Dalits both. So one person has one vote. They have to elect Christian representative, they have to elect scheduled caste representative. Scheduled caste are only Dalits, Christians were only the scheduled caste during that time. So now whom do they have to represent? So they represent the Christian representative. So that's why they said Christians go into the Christian group and non-converts be in the scheduled caste group. That is for election purpose, not for reservations, not for upliftment, not for this one. Okay. And some people are arguing that that is for a political representation and a political reservation. That we cannot call it as a reservation, because that time everybody was given representations, right? Even Christians have some seats, Buddhists have some seats, Sikh have some seats, everybody have some seats. When everybody was given based on their population some seats, you can't call it as reservation, you have to call them as distribution. So 1936 scheduled caste order is for distribution, representation, political electorates, election purpose, not for reservations, upliftment and bringing them out. So that 1936 division they took as a reason, and they were influenced, because in 1919 there is in Chennai there is Justice Party, and the Justice Party given representation to the British people that you don't add these people in this group because they're asking for separate electorates. Okay, they don't have caste system and all. These are all arguments, political arguments, group arguments, dominant society arguments, not constitutional argument. That's why I said private parties. These are all private parties, political parties, institutions. They are all political and private arguments. Constitutional argument something else. What British wrote, what it was came into the Constitution of India, and what was written in 1950 scheduled caste order. These are all different things. These are all the constitutional. So Justice Party argued that time, and later Hindu Mahasabha argued. Later Savarkarji wrote a letter to Britishers. So now all these people wrote letters to different Britishers and all that don't consider this into the scheduled caste because they don't have caste on these private arguments going on from 1920 onwards. But Britishers, they did not care about all these things. They listened to the Ambedkar. Ambedkar said even after conversion there are the caste discrimination still exists. Mahatma Gandhi also said that caste exists even after conversion. So they also need upliftment. So Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, these people supported Dalit Christians to be uplifted along with Hindus. So they accepted that. But the other side, the other arguments carried behind. So those people influenced the President of India, and they using this 1936 schedule caste order as a reason, and they kept there. So here, now why I am saying this, yesterday there was a group, they were holding the placards that caste doesn't change if religion changes. That who said? Even government did not say that caste changes if religion changes. That's why in your caste certificates, because in some states even Christians were given reservations, like Andhra Pradesh they give BCC reservation. I think in Tamil Nadu Christians are given Christian reservation, some reservation is there, and in some states they're considering as BCs, Christian converts. Maybe I think some states they don't have any reservation. Once they're converted, they will be considered as OCs in some states. But whatever, like in Andhra and Telangana, they will be considered as BCC, and they are given 1% reservation to Christian converts. Okay. In those caste certificates, they are writing like this: Adi Andhra Christian, Periyar Christian, Mala Christian, Madhya Christian, Olia Christian. So in the caste certificates, they are writing as caste name with Christian, adding Christian like this. They're adding. What does that mean? Even government recognized your caste along with the religion, so they provided constitutional reservation. Reservation is a constitutional. Okay, but only thing is that who will give the reservations are different thing. SC/STs will be, the list of SC/STs will be decided by the President of India, but the backward caste can be decided by the state government. That's constitutional provision. So the states decided and they sent to the parliament. They got the list approved by the Parliament of India, and then it was approved in the parliament, and that also became constitutional. What does it mean constitutional? These Dalit Christians were given reservations because they're Dalits. That means this is another argument that Christians are not Dalits. This is another argument. If Christians are not Dalit, then why are giving caste certificates like Olia Christian, Dalit Christian, Mala Christian, Madhya Christian, right? Periya Christian, what do you say, that Chamar Christian? These are all Christians who are given certificates. Then why did you give if there's no Christians are not Dalit? So in Christianity there is no caste. In Christianity there is no caste. For that matter, even in Buddhism there is no caste. Buddha said no caste. Even in Sikhs there is no caste. Even Sikhs they said no caste. Even Hindus also denying that no, we did not write Manudharma Shastra. That is not part of our Hinduism. We are pure and transparent, and we respect human beings. Even Mahom Bhagavad Ji is saying that even Hindus there are no caste. Then when nobody have the caste, everybody is not ready to take the blame of casteism. Then how can you claim the casteism that only we have caste allegiance and then give reservation? So these are all the private arguments. The constitution is something else, and these people are arguing something else. So constitutionally, they accepted there is a casteism in Christianity. That's why they provided some reservations to in different states. This constitutional provision. So they are also Dalits. They were constitutionally recognized. They are also Dalits, Christians also, in this particular caste. So this argument doesn't work out. Like caste changes. If religion changes, caste won't change. It doesn't work out for Dalit Christians. So you need to argue that. Say there is a caste. Hindu scheduled castes, they were given reservation, and say for example a caste like a Dalit caste. Hindu Dalit caste you listed under scheduled caste. Christian Dalit caste he did not list under scheduled caste, he listed under backward community. Why there is discrimination? Why they are in scheduled caste and why these people are in backward community? That was the argument here. For this they are saying that you don't have private argument like RSS and all this private argument. They say you don't have caste in the Christianity. The caste is not the religious issue. Caste is the social issue, because you only saying that we don't have caste. We don't accept casteism because they're saying that the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Dharma, they are not castes. They are dharmas. They are social order. If you say that they are legally holy social order, then you also don't have casteism. Then what you claiming that they don't have caste, we have class, but from there it came. But the casteism leaked out somewhere. The discrimination leaked out somewhere, and it will spread entire the world. Like in Chinese lab, coronavirus leaked from the Chinese lab, but it went across the world and it killed everybody. But it leaked from Chinese lab. So we cannot say that because it is origin is from Chinese lab, so only vaccination will be given, corona vaccination will be given to only Chinese people, not to the different people. You cannot say that once it is leaked from Chinese lab, it killed everybody. Same way, like we don't know from where this caste leaked, but roots are showing that it leaked from Hindu social dharma. They're saying that no, that is only dharma, that is not casteism. They're not saying whatever the roots we are, can I understand that these are from Hinduism, whether they accept or not, but the roots, most probability this caste might have come from Hinduism. Then that doesn't mean that you give reservations to only. That's what I said when a corona leaked from Chinese lab, vaccine should be given to only Chinese people is a wrong argument. Same way, like the casteism can be in anybody's religion, but it spread enter Indian society, then everybody needs a vaccination, because otherwise it kills the people, right? So that's a major argument here. I don't think even government denying that. Then from where, why these people are arguing that caste won't change if religion changes? Because I don't know, somewhat the Christian community, they started arguing that caste won't change if religion changes. This holding the placards and all. I don't think government said that. First of all, even there is a facility, they never give you the facility to change your caste. Okay, you need not to imagine that as if that they changed your caste. You don't hold the placard that religion changes, caste doesn't. Who changed your caste, first of all? They will not change your caste. If they change your caste, suddenly you will become Brahmin. They don't want that, okay? They don't want you to become Brahmin suddenly. They don't want to become Kshatriya suddenly. They don't want to become upper caste suddenly. If you become, it is a problem for them. So they will not give you the chance to change the religion. That's why they're stamping even after conversion. Is this fella, they're stamping. Okay, that's what I understand. Thank you, Namaskar.